Hey, I'm playing against my buddy 7. We're pitting our sealed decks against each other. This isn't the best hand in the world. I don't have any blue, I don't have any draw. Let's go for another 7. This is slightly worse. Wow. I'm going down to 5. And 4? Well, I mean, technically this isn't really any worse than the... Wow. I wonder if he saw that happened. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Mulligan to 3. At least I can do that turn 3. So it's sort of like mulliganing to 5. Oh wow, that's okay, cool. Uh-oh, he's got a sliver. That's actually really good. I'll go ahead and get another island. And that'll give me 2 of each. And then, once I have 2 of each, I pretty much want to go for swamps all the time, because I do have the nightmare in there. Oh yeah, I rebuilt... this is going to be separate from the actual campaign that I'm posting. It's going to be like out of time with it, so you can't really go by that. See, I don't have that many lands in my deck. Okay, I got a murder and fairy invaders. I'll probably want to save that murder for if he tries to enchant it or something. I don't know. Because if I just wait another turn, I can flash the invaders in front of it. Oh, I'll probably want to murder that next turn. So I have a plan to come back into this game. If I'm able to win this from mulliganing to 3, I will be amused. Actually playing this will allow me to block this thing with it and gain a little bit of life. But on the other hand, I do want to just assassinate the charging... No, that is assassinate, isn't it? It's not a murder. So I definitely want to go ahead and play this out. And I definitely want to make him lose a life. Now we're tied in life again. And I still, like, trading 1 for 1 is actually good for me because I have a lot of draw in this deck and I have the Elixir of Immortality. The basic gist of this deck is I'm just drawing everything, and then if I need to, I'll reset it. I've got Gravediggers. I've got, like, my stuff is very expendable. And I don't really want to take 5 here. And he's probably okay with trading a non-flyer for a flyer. So let's see. If I assassinate that now, I take 2 next turn. If I wait for the flash, I'll take 3 from that coming in. See? There's my elixir. So I'm already okay a little bit with the life total. I may as well actually even go ahead and put it out there. And I'll get a land back if I do it. I don't necessarily want to do it quite yet. That could be a problem. So I'm back down to 11. Um, I think this turn I'm gonna go ahead and flash in the fairy invaders. And then next turn I'll make him discard his last card and I'll have the Elixir of Immortality up. And I almost beat that tooltip almost made me miss my opportunity. Down to 7. No! Oh, you bastard. Wait, close it, close it. Close the chat. Okay. He did the same thing to me I was gonna do to him. Ooh. I think in this case I actually do want the Blood Hunter Bat. No, I want the Ravenous Rats. Who am I kidding? Because he's down to 2 cards in hand. And this way I can even double block this thing. And he can only kill one of my guys in return, which is almost certainly going to be that. So it's still a 1-for-1 trade. Now does he play something? Because if he does, he's getting rid of the other thing. Rise from the grave. Ouch. Well, whatever else he's got in his hand is going away. There's no choice to make there. Okay, well, he... And then I can go ahead and chomp that down with the Ravenous Rats and then activate my Elixir. And that way the Ravenous Rats will be amongst the thing that goes back into my hand. Also, all these spells will go back in, and only one of those is land, so I will... Well, that's just annoying. Huh. You know what, though? Because of that, I'm actually going to end up trading there, and he can have the 4/5 for now. So I get, I'm on the 2-turn clock now, and that's not really what I wanted. But it will pull even more land out. So hopefully I can draw something next turn that will help me deal with this. To be honest, I think I made a very good showing for mulliganing to 3. Come on, dude. It's a swamper and a plains. It's not that hard. Well, that does buy me a turn. Actually, He needs to draw removal now, or basically anything that can target it will win him the game. Or that. On to game 2. And that, I mean, I almost stabilized, maybe? But, I mean, that was mulliganing the 3. I think, like I said, I think it was a good showing for mulliganing the 3. So we're going to do best 2 out of 3, though. So let's see how the next one goes. Ready up? Ready up. Hey, this is a much better hand. I do have both, and I have divinations, so I'm keeping this one. And that way, if I draw a swamp next, I have the option of signing in blood if I want. And I'll go ahead and put that out there. And then that way next turn, when I draw 2 cards with the divination, I won't have to discard. Actually, I guess I wouldn't have had to anyway because I wasn't on a draw. But still, having this out isn't bad. I mean, it would have saved my bacon last time. Well, until he got the Spirit Mantle. I'll go ahead and use my mana more efficiently this time. Well, maybe I should have put the Nighthawk out. Because I could have done that and put the Nighthawk out. That would have been probably better. What's this? Okay. So I definitely want at least 2 blockers because he'll be able to tap 1. Oh, actually, see, I didn't wait. I should have waited. I should have not automatically clicked the land, and I would have been able to put the Terramorphic Expanse out. And now he can't really come in unless he has something to deal with one of these. So I'm not sure what the point of that was, unless he has an Assassinate, maybe? Yeah, that makes sense. So I do have I do have 3 swamps available. So I actually want to pop this and pull a land out before I draw 2. Although actually at this point, like, these do cost a little bit less, so I think since I'm not likely to be able to draw something I can still cast this turn, I do want to go ahead and just use the 3 mana and draw 2. And actually, I was able to pull that out. So between, well, that thing might actually be even worth murdering. We'll see. But next turn I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 swamps and 2 islands, so I can cast one of these, and if I get something with 4 mana or lower, I can still cast it. And if I don't get something I can cast, then I can cast the other Sign in Blood. So let's see what he puts here. Okay. Now I think that this is definitely worth murdering. Yeah. So I'll Sign in Blood. And I'll target myself. Okay, okay. So... Yeah, I definitely want to go ahead and do the murdering right now, unless he casts a creature beforehand. And that way he doesn't tap my guy and he can't really come in. And that thing I don't care too much about. And that thing, you know, I'll just drop the island. So go ahead and get another swamp. Oh yeah, that's that thing. Nice, nice. And it's starting to get to the point actually where I might want to pop that just to like refresh my deck, because that'll put lots of non-land cards back in there. And taking 3 damage isn't the worst thing in the world at this point. But I definitely want to Essence Scatter that. Oh look, a nightmare. Now I have a big old threat on the board. And if he tries to kill it, I can protect it with an unsummon. And I'll go ahead and time warp myself. He's trying to decide whether or not to block that. Yeah, he decides to. I probably would too. And I'll put this out. And see, now I'm in a pretty decent position. I think I'm going to go ahead and bust this to put all this back in my deck. Oh. But of course I am going to get it back into my deck anyway. What's this? At least it won't exile, because it gets sacrificed instead as soon as it's targeted. So I'm definitely going to be... So now my draws should be pretty good because most of my land is here. And I can protect it with an unsummon. And I don't feel like using an assassinate on that. I just don't care about it enough. And even if I do draw an island, I'm not that unhappy because you already saw once where... Oh, what's he getting back? Okay. Oh, well that's just rude, isn't it? And I can block here so he doesn't even get to get in that way. Like he does 3 to me. And then I spread him. He's not gonna like this. I love doing that. I'm kind of a bastard. And yeah, let's go ahead. Maybe I should get up to 3 islands before I start farming swamps, because like it would have been really nice to have the unsummon up earlier. But you see, this deck tends to get all of its lands out, which is why I only run a total of 16, 4 of which are the Terramorphics. Because like when I pop that elixir of immortality, the Terramorphics will go back in.
You are so mean.
I wonder if he's been able to hear me. No, he was talking in-game, I think. I'll get my Nighthawk back. And I'll go ahead and get in there. He'll probably block with that, maybe? I mean, my creatures are very expendable. I'm happy to trade 1 for 1. I'm not even going to play those rats until he has a card in hand that he doesn't play immediately. Like, it is so much more valuable to prevent him from holding on to something than it is as a 1/1 creature right now. I think I've pretty much got this locked down. Even if he plays something big, it can get in once and then I'll assassinate it. Unless it has vigilance. But I mean, even if it is, as long as it's something I can block, I can kill it. Even if I even need to. Ah, this is the perfect thing I was looking for. There's my nightmare again. So yeah, I don't, yeah, he's dead.
Good game.
Masterful strategist. I don't know what that is. I bet it's one more. That's what. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna keep this. Especially since I'm on the play, because I'm just gonna go swamp, swamp, sign in blood. And I'll be able to have a nightmare like on turn 6, almost assuredly, that he will exile. Oh, that would suck. Maybe I can bait him into exiling something else before then. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will get me up to 7. Ooh, more land. Well, I mean, my next two draws would have been land, so now they're not. Oh, your own sign in blood. But don't you? No, because he was able to play something. Maybe he will exile that. I mean, I actually kind of prefer if he didn't, but he might. I may as well get a second thing out there. And I do have an assassinate now at least. And a public execution. So I've got some removal now. Hypnotic Spectre. Well, at least I have plenty of... Oh, this is at random though, isn't it? Ah. Okay, so I'm definitely playing that out. So discards hurt me a little bit less because anything he throws away I can get back. My guess is he's going to exile that and come in and force me to discard something at random. And that kind of sucks. But there's a 50% chance that he makes me discard a swamp. I hope that's what happens. But either way, if he doesn't make me discard the assassinate, I just kill it on my turn. If he doesn't make me discard the public execution, then I have enough mana to cast it next turn. So either way, that Hypnotic Spectre is going away. And the Brittle Effigy does indeed get rid of my Fog Bank. And that's exiled. I can't even get that back with the Elixir. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to stop this from making me discard something at random. Swamp, swamp, swamp. No! Thankfully, though, I can assassinate it. I can't have that thing coming in every single turn. And I do have my 3... so I'll just go ahead and get a swamp here right now. See, I only have 4 lands left in the deck. That's one thing. I do run out of lands in the deck pretty soon. So even though I have a land full of hands, my draws should be very good pretty soon. And I can put up my Nightmare next, which I will want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be a 4/4, so not quite good enough to block that this turn. Or maybe I can bait him into using a removal on it. I'm not that concerned about taking 4 right now. Or he can pacify it. That's probably one of the better things he could have done. And actually, that makes that definitely worth murdering next turn. But I do take 5, which is unfortunate. Oh! Do I have anything in here that I want? No, not yet. I don't have any creatures in here yet. Since it's instant speed, though, I do want to wait until he attacks in case he tries to do something else for it. Confirm. 2 for 1 him there. That's always good. A 5/4 artifact creature. It looks like I'm going to be hardcasting the Gravedigger just as a chump blocker. I should stop drawing lands here pretty soon, though. I've got 19 in the deck and only 3, technically 5, left are lands. And I won't block it this turn, because it's not going to kill me right now. If I draw something with 3 power, I can, or if I draw something else with 2 power, I can double block and kill it. Come on. Or there's that. I can do that. But he can just play it out again. I got too many lands. Okay. Now the land. Well, there is that, I suppose. Although... Oh! I know what I can do. There we go. Now, what does he have in hand? Only 1 card left in hand. He can't come in and I can't afford to come in. And look, I've only got 2 lands left. Well, and 1 and then the 3, so 4 left out of 24. And he can definitely come in and do some damage to me, but I should stop drawing lands. Really? Okay, so now I've only got 2 more lands in the whole thing, and they're both Terramorphic Expanses. Which means I would actually play them and not sacrifice them, just so that if I get the Elixir again, they won't go back in my deck. Actually, I should probably keep them in hand so he doesn't know what I have. And that brings me down to 5, but it gives me 2 cards, neither of which should be land. Okay. Only 1 more land in my deck, and it's the other Terramorphic Expanse. I don't know what he's holding in his land. Possibly lands,
I
just...
knew that was coming, so I kept the land in hand.
Ah, smart. And I'm going to come in with this thing now, because if he has something to target it, like, that could potentially be the death of me if I tried to rely on that as a blocker and he just had something to remove it by targeting. Ah, that's not good. And there's an assassinate. Ouch. So I can't come in again like that. But I did deal 5 damage to him, so I mean the assassinate would have killed whatever came in. So I guess it was correct to come in with this rather than with the other. And actually, in this case, I need life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can flash this in and also gain life, which means I can chance coming in for 7. And he probably thinks I'm crazy right now. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Throw this in front of the 5, 4. That happens, and then I flash in that, and then I do that. Why won't it let me do that? Activate ability. Activate ability. Oh, it was sinking. Okay. And then I can block that asshole. 2, 3. Oh shit, I forgot to chump block. Damn. I forgot to chump block. I can't believe I did that. Oh. Oh, I have him dead. Right there. No cards in hand. Whew. Alright, well, I think my deck's pretty good. Even if I did forget to chump block like a dumbass. But hey, there you go.